First of all, we'll just start with your general comments on the selection yesterday.
Yeah, it was amazing. Once in a lifetime experience, and I had all my friends, my teammates, and a lot of family around. So it was really, I couldn't be more thankful for the night and just how everything went.
All righty, we'll take questions from. I guess the only person right now unmuted right now is Mike. Mike, fire away.
Asa, I know you had mentioned the lead up to this draft. This was your dream coming true. Did the moment live up to your expectations when you finally heard your name get called?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is something that I've been waiting for a long time, and I've wanted this opportunity for a long time now. So couldn't be more thankful for the Kansas City Royals too. So great organization, and I'm very honored.
Hey, it's Travis Brown, the Eagle. I know you mentioned to some other groups that the Royals is where you wanted to land. That they were your top pick, and kind of why was that the case?
Yeah, so I mean, really, just the top two would have been Detroit and the Royals, and they were just so upfront and open with how they wanted to treat me. Their culture that they have in their minor league system, the guys that they have in their minor league system, and I wanted to be a part of that, and I'm so glad that I'm getting that opportunity.
Hey, so Gabe Bach here with Texags. How do you see yourself fitting in? Obviously, from the SEC, Ties, Brady Singer, and some of the other guys they've already got there. How excited are you to start working and try to make a quick rise up the minor league system?
Oh, I'm very excited. I mean, just with all the COVID stuff and just to finally get, the opportunity, and hopefully we get up there and we're allowed to start, throwing pens and doing all kinds of training. But I can't wait to compete with those guys. They're all very competitive, and I think we're going to make each other all better.
Asa, Matt Roberts, Fox 44 Sports. You were drafted, obviously, with Nick Lofton, one of your Team USA teammates. How neat was that opportunity, and have y'all had a chance to talk about that?
Oh, it was cool. Yeah. So we've texted a little bit back and forth. I got notified that when he got picked, and I was like, oh man, that's really cool. He and I actually roomed together in Japan, so very, very cool.
Asa, is there one thing that you can take from Texas A&M that you'll take with you to Kansas City?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. Just all the culture that Coach Childress has preached. The 3 years that I've been here, and our pillars, and just being an incredible teammate, being a good leader, being accountable, trustworthy. I mean, and having fun and all that. And I think the thing that I'm going to bring with me the most is probably just my love for the game, my love for the process of getting better.
Hey, it's Travis Brown again. I know Zach Deloach and Christian Rowe are two guys that went today. What can you say about those guys who are also moving on to the next level?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I was actually on the golf course, and I got notified when they got picked, and I was just so happy for them. They deserve every single bit of it. I mean, both of them are incredible teammates, and we're great leaders on this team that we had this year. So I'm disappointed, we didn't get to all play together for our one last year, but, I'll be competing against them now. So I'm very proud of those guys, and, just can't thank them enough for being incredible teammates to me in my 3 years here.
Hey, so Gabe Bach again, what does it say about the development of the program? This is the first time since 2003 when you were running around Olsen Field just out of diapers. First time since 2003 that the Aggies have had 3 players drafted in the first 2 rounds, the same draft.
Yeah, I think it shows a lot. I mean, there's been so much talent that's come out of Texas A&M. I mean, you could go on and on. But I think that speaks a lot for Coach Seeley, the recruiting coordinator, and Coach Childress as well, just to, have that eye out for us when we're in high school and going to camps and terms and stuff like that. And then, I mean, Coach Mack and Casey and all of our nutritionists, just Courtney now, and I mean, just how they've developed us. And, they've given us all the resources we need, and it's just been up to us. So we can't thank them enough.
Hey, so Mike Lucas with Cags. What have the last 20 hours been for you since you got the news that you were going number 4 overall to Kansas City?
It's been a little bit of celebrations, a little bit of kind of relief, that everything's all over now, well, so to speak. The big part's over now. We just got to finally excited to just get up there and start meeting people and, get to work. But a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages. My phone actually locked up this morning. I had to reset it. So, but it's been awesome.
Jeff Perkins from the Eagle. Going back to Deloach for just a little bit, it seemed like his fantastic season in the shortened COVID season, helped him kind of propel up the draft board a little bit. What was it like seeing him being able to play that well this year?
Oh, it just made me so happy because personally, that's how I see him. Like, I think that's the kind of player he is. And he showed moments of it, throughout his 3 years here. So I was just really excited. I was really excited just to see him actually go out there and do it. And he's an incredibly hard worker and very talented player at that. So, and it was honestly kind of not necessarily in disbelief because I knew he could do it, but it was just really cool just to see all the homers, he was hitting like 650 for the majority of the season. So it was awesome just to watch that, on my days off, when I'm not pitching.
Who do you think could be next, Asa, in line, especially among the pitchers? Maybe a freshman or a sophomore, a developmental arm that really impressed you, that you think Childress could develop into maybe a high round pick moving forward?
Yeah, we've got quite a few. Trevor Warner's about as much arm talent as I've seen in my time here, and Will Johnston as well from the left side is an incredibly hard worker, and I think he's really going to figure a lot of things out in the next year and a half. I think that's going to be a big phase for him, as it was for me. But we've got a lot of guys that can pitch. So, but yeah, Trevor Warner, like if he can just get back to health, being 100%. He can honestly throw one pitch and probably shut teams out for at least 5 to 7 innings.
Asa, John Wilson with KBTX here in town. I was curious, when you were growing up watching baseball, did you follow the Royals at all? Do you know anything about the Royals' history before you kind of started going through the draft process?
Yeah, I never really had a favorite team growing up. I had favorite players, and one of my favorite players just that always kind of caught my eye was Alex Gordon, the outfielder. He's just been incredible to watch. So, and then, the 2015 World Series really kind of put them on the map for me. That was when I started watching a lot of Major League Baseball. So it's certainly cool.
Any other questions for Asa?
Asa, what advice would you give to a kid maybe watching John or Mike tonight on the news, or reading about, or maybe seeing this or reading about it in the paper from Bryan College Station, just like you were? What advice would you give them as they try to pursue the same dream you just attained?
Yeah, just never give up on yourself. Always have faith in yourself. Have confidence. And I'll say it again. If you love the process, you're going to see a lot of success in whatever you do, and just find a passion. So whether it's baseball or anything else, just be passionate about what you do.
Any chance Kansas City barbecue lives up to Texas barbecue?
Whew, that'll be tough. We're going to find out.
Asa, I guess obviously some different circumstances here, but Nick told us this morning this is just the start of the dream. How much do you relish the next portion and getting to the major leagues?
Yeah, I can't wait. I definitely know I have a road ahead of me, and it's not going to be an easy one, and I'm going to have to adapt. And I still have room to improve, and so I'm really looking forward just to really going through that process with my teammates in the Royals organization. So